Morning, Nigel. Are the players rejuvenated after the break?
Yeah, they've had a nice few days, and came in back into training yesterday with certainly a spring in the step. We didn't think we were going to get the break for quite a few weeks, and then when it did come along, I think it was very welcome. It's been a hectic start to the season, and it's been a very, very tough one as well with the injuries. So I thought it was good time for everybody just to have a few days, and now we go again.
Seems like a good few days, especially for Lucas Akins. He's got 2 goals in 2 games for Granada.
Yeah, Grenada.
Oh,
even Grenada, yeah. He's a bit late to the international scene, really. Only having played last season or so. So it's great for him. It's great when players go away and they're actually playing first of all, as long as they don't get injured. And then he's got himself a couple of goals. We saw the first one. The surface that he played on didn't look the best, but he's got himself the goals.
All 3 of the players who have represented their countries in the last few days, Ben Waine, Lucas Akins and Keanu Baccus, played seemingly in the 4 corners of the globe. Are they likely to be back for Saturday for contention for your squad at home to Cambridge?
Well, geographically they'll be back, yes. They'll be back in Mansfield. I think they get back today, Lucas. I think 2 are back today and 1's back tomorrow. So it's then just letting them rest up on Thursday and seeing what state they're in on Friday morning. Some recover quicker than others from long flights. It's not the game, it's just the travelling, Even when you get on a plane and you go to Europe for 2 or 3 hours, I think the last thing you feel like doing is running around when you get off the aeroplane. So when you've done, 15, 20 hours, as some of them will have done, it might be difficult for them to start the game, but we'll see how they go.
How are we looking on the injury front?
I think everything's pretty much the same. Everybody's coming along as expected. It was lovely yesterday also. We've got Alfie Kilgore, Rhys Oates and George Maris in the warm-up. So there's still a few weeks away, but an extra spring in their step, you could see them just to be involved with the rest of the lads in a light warm-up.
Aiden Flint still likely a few weeks?
Yes, yeah, he's going to be a few weeks. Nothing, certainly not before this next international break if we get one.
Last week you had to submit your 22-man squad, and the only omission seemingly was Callum McDonald.
Yeah, we're just purely numbers. We couldn't fit everybody in, unfortunately. And with us having Macca and Fraser, and quite strong down the left-hand side there. And unfortunately, Callum's just missed out, but he can still feature in the cups. I think Bristol Street Motors, and there's still an option of a loan to the National League if one crops up, but it's just it's very unfair and very harsh on him. But we had to leave one out.
And the only other note on that was Flanigan was replaced. He replaced George Cooper as the homegrown player.
Yeah, well, George hopefully will go out on loan. George Cooper, you have to name one of them in the squad. And as we've talked about before, he counts as one of your players, whether he's under 21 or not. It seems a little bit of an anomaly to us. But Finn's been in around the first team squad. George Cooper's getting back to full fitness, so when he is, we'll hopefully get him out on loan.
When we spoke last after the Stockport game, you said you might explore the free agent market. That didn't materialise.
No, we're happy with them to go with the squad that we've got. There was one in particular that we're just keeping an eye on, who became a free agent on the final day of the window. Also, Pete, I was just thinking about the transfer window as well. People look at it, the last week or the last few days or something. Well, it's been open 2-3 months, and overall, we're very happy with the business that we did in that time.
Let's look at the next home game against Cambridge. We're still very early on in the season, but what have you made of their start?
Well, they struggled a little bit. I think Gary Monk did well to keep them up last season. And they're one of these teams, I think they're quite similar to Burton in they play good football and a dangerous side. So just another side where if we're very, very good on our day, then I would hope we can get the 3 points. But if we're not, then they're certainly capable of punishing you.